Yo, what's up, yo? I'm sorry for the delay. I was trying to connect my phone to the. I was trying to connect my phone to my desktop, right? So I realized there's something else that I'm going to try to do. I just want to see if the stream is working properly. There's something else I'm going to try to do. There's something else I'm going to try to do so I can like share my analysis with y'all properly. Just a second. Just a second. A lot has been happening in the charts recently, and the one thing personally I don't like from what I'm seeing. See, I thought this would happen. Let me just do this real quickly. It looks fine now, so let me just check on my screen. Okay, okay, everything looks fine now. Yeah, everything looks fine now. I just wonder if the audio is like okay and stuff. But what I'm gonna try to do is I'm also looking. I opened the chart on my desktop, right? So I'm hoping as I analyze, you guys will be able to see the updates, right? Because usually it does this thing where it ups. Yeah, see something like that. So usually it does this when it updates from the PC. So I think this is how I'm gonna analyze for now, and then if I change time frames, I'll also change it on my phone as well. So you guys might not be able to see the next part I'm about to do. I'm just trying to wait. No, delete. I want to delete this. How do I remove this? Oh, there you go. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to see from the last time what was I analyzing, right? It was a while ago, really. It was a while ago. It was around the 17th last month, 17th to the 27th. It was around that time period. That was the last time I was really trading for real. Um, Let me show y'all. Right. So this was from the last time, and ever since this period, and ever since the market dropped completely to that point, it seems like this line over here, this one at the top, I'll show y'all. It seems like this one. Wait, let me remove this one. Let me remove this. Not that one. It seems like that one is still holding. Let me do this. Let me extend it. Let me extend it, right? Yeah, it seems like that line is still holding, right? The one that just got extended right now. It seems like that line is still holding, and by the time that line breaks, let me change its color so you guys know exactly what I'm referring to. I'm gonna make it red. I'm gonna make it red. Yeah. Seems like by the time this red line is broken, that's when we can expect the market to go up. So right now I'm expecting the market to just continue going down. It bought a lot. I think it bought by how many points, from like three, what's that, 36,000, from 36,000 to 40,000. So that's like what, a 40,000, a 4,000 pip movement, 4,000 pip movement. It bought, but I think here it might sell. Usually, I remember there was one time when I was studying how market um loses acceleration, right? Usually when it starts to form this type of pattern, and that's kind of bad, but usually when it kind of forms that declining pattern, it shows that the market is losing momentum. I actually wanted to read some of my notes. I'll see if I can get them and share them with y'all because they're actually quite important. Let me do this. No, they're actually not that far. They're right here. They're right here. Yeah, I wanna tell you guys about that thing. Cause it's actually quite important. It's actually quite important. Yeah, it's somewhere here. Yeah, overbought, oversold notes. Overbought, oversold notes. You see, like these notes right here. So usually when this formation is created, the blue line, right? It's when the market is overbought, right? So the market goes down. Every time the market is overbought, it pushes the market to go down. So that's what we're seeing here with this declining pattern. There's something else that I wanted. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, okay, this is what I was looking for. So, right, I want to show you something. I'm gonna remove this blue, right? I want to show you something. This is on the 1 hour time. I'm on the 1 hour time frame, but you guys are on the 15-minute time frame. So if you look carefully, this is kind of the inverse of that pattern that I just showed you, right? And I'm gonna read to you guys what this means. Here, usually when you have a pattern like this, right? When you have a pattern like this blue, it means that the market is accelerating, right? It means the market is accelerating. Once it starts to form a pattern, like this, that starts going down, right? That's when you know that it's going to start accelerating in the opposite direction, right? This is not like a good example, really. Okay, let me try using a different color. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, anyway, yeah, if we're trying to go up, right, that blue is like a good indication of acceleration, right? If we're trying to go up. And then okay, wait, hold on. I'm switching from what my main point here is. I already know this, but I was kind of trying to find a way on how to explain it so you guys can have a bit of an understanding, and it's not really working out. So okay, never mind this. So I'm gonna try to analyze and show you guys, and then I'll explain from what I just analyzed what I think is gonna happen within the markets. But the one thing that I just saw, the first thing I saw when I opened the charts and I saw that pattern that I just showed you, I'm just gonna draw it again. Me personally, when I saw that forming, I'm already seeing, okay, there's a possibility that it might sell, but I wouldn't really guarantee selling here, especially because we haven't reached this point up here that it's gonna show up now. Especially because we haven't reached that point up there, I wouldn't really guarantee this holding, like the sell holding, right? But if the market were to get up there, I would more likely believe that we would actually buy, right? So unless this is broken, right? Unless that is broken, unless that is broken, we're gonna have to go with the idea that the market is still in a bullish acceleration, right? Unless the point that I just made right now is broken. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me go back, go back, go back. Okay, so right now we're looking at sales, right? But the one thing I want to confirm, wait, hold on, let me do this. Let me hold that last node, right? Let me hold that. Now I'm going to go to the lower time frames and I'm going to use the AC indicator to see which direction is being given preference based off the indicator. Based off the indicator, I want to see which direction is being given preference. I'm on the 5 minute right now. Let me take you guys to the 5 minute as well. My bad. I'm on the 5 minute right now. Yeah, so right now, I'm gonna start looking for indicators, right? That confirm with the AC indicator to see what's happening here. Remember, when we're approaching a trend line, and whichever indicators keep holding, those are most likely the direction that the market is going to take. So here I can already see one indicator that the market is going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we see that the market is going to go up. Let me look for another one. Now, another note is that when I look for these indicators, I look for a point that hasn't already been broken, or a point that's like, if I'm looking for sell confirmations, right? Or if I'm looking for buy confirmations, I'm looking for the lowest point that hasn't already been broken, or that's just not like in the middle of a trend. I don't really know how to explain that without like, but yeah, let me do this. So there's another one here. These are on the 5 minute time frame. There's another one there. There's another one here. These are all buy confirmations that I'm looking at. These are all buy confirmations. And like I said, I'm mostly looking for these confirmations at a lowest point, rather than like in between the trend. But if I'm looking in between the trend, I'm looking to see all the points where this indicator has been ignored, which is going to help us, because remember, like I said, we're looking for the indications that hold, not the indications that have been ignored / broken. Okay, let me ignore that one because that one is a bit high, which is kind of obvious that it broke. So let's look for something that's low, that's not that obvious that the market broke there. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that's fine for now. Yeah, so that's the 5 minute time frame. Let me look for the sell confirmations, because those were buy confirmations. Now I'm looking for the sell confirmations. We see one there, that's a sell confirmation on the 5 minute time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's another sell confirmation. It's not really a lot of sell confirmations, like opposed to the buy confirmations that I saw. Seems like there's a lot. It seems like the market is really trying to buy, but it's struggling for whatever reason. It seems like it's really trying to buy, but it's struggling. Okay, let me put this book down because I'm done with this. Maybe I'll explain to you guys at some point. But yeah. Seems like right now the market is very undecisive. It seems like the market is very undecisive because it's just crossing out indicator from what I'm seeing. Because it looks like we're about to create on the 5-minute. Let me show you guys real quickly. You see here it looks like we're about to create another sell indication. So let me just go back. I'm gonna go to the 1-minute time frame, but I'm gonna keep you guys on the 5-minute because if I take you with me on the if I take you guys with me on the 1-minute time frame, you guys might not be able to see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, you guys might not be able to see. So based on this already, I'm just seeing that the market is more likely to sell. Based off of what I'm seeing already, I'm just seeing that the market is more likely to sell than it is to continue buying. But because of this one right here, I mean, this is like already good enough amount of indicators that I'm seeing. That's why I'm already like making an assumption. Usually I would look for more, but based off of that, it's gonna show up right now. Based off that indicator right there, I would I don't because of that one, it kind of unsettles me to easily say this is gonna buy, this is gonna sell. I mean, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Right next to the indicator that I just showed you guys, up here, let me do this. Up here, I'm going to look for another indicator confirmation on the 1-minute time frame. If I can get another indicator on the 1-minute time frame around that point, I'll be a bit more confident that this is gonna continue selling. But right now, I really think this is gonna sell. Right now, I just really feel like this is gonna sell. Okay, I'm on the 1-minute right now. You guys are gonna see a couple of indicators showing up. The first one that I'm seeing is a buy confirmation, but it's been broken. So I'm gonna also include that one. I'm gonna include those. I'm gonna include all the buy confirmations that failed. I think this will just really emphasize how much the market is trying to buy, but it's just failing. This will really just show how much the market is trying to buy, but it's just failing. Okay, now I'm looking for the buy confirmations and I'm not seeing much, bro. I think I'm only seeing one. I see that one over there. Can I find another one? Nah, I don't think I'm seeing another one. The problem here with me not being able to find another sell confirmation is that I won't be able to draw a trend line, right? I won't be able to draw a trend line that connects the highest point. Usually I only draw those trend lines when there is a confirmation indicator around that point. Okay, so I think this is what I'm gonna keep for now. You see, if you check on here, the indicator has it's about to close. This, you see this the current candlestick that we're on, this one, it seems like it's about to close, and when this one closes, I do think the market is going to start selling, because you see it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then light green, then from here I think we're gonna start selling. So yeah, like I said, I really think this is gonna sell, because that's already creating a confirmation for us over there. So that would probably be the best point to enter this trade. Yeah, that would probably be the best point to enter this trade. Let me do this. Yeah, I'm gonna try to, let me try to clean up the chart a bit. Let me try to clean up the chart a bit. I'm gonna try to clean up the chart a bit and then draw like a proper risk to reward, and then we'll just discuss it, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna try drawing a risk to reward. Let me just clean up this chart. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys all the points that didn't hold, that make me feel like this is gonna sell, right? And now, yet again, I will say this, that what my decision on why this is gonna sell is not based off of the fact that the market is selling right now. My decision that this is gonna continue selling is based off the idea that most of the indicators where the market was supposed to buy are losing momentum, which is they're breaking and they're selling. So I think the most solid place to to sell is like under that. There's a line that's gonna show up under that line, would be like the most proper place to sell. I would 100% say, yeah, under that would be the most 100% place to sell, because the first place, you see, that was the first place that all those buy confirmations were broken, right? So all those buy confirmations were broken there, and if we see the same thing happen with this first line, I'm going to change its color right now. With this first, if we see the same thing happen with this first line, the same thing that happened to this line that I'm going to change the color right now, if the same thing happens to that line, right, then, you know, it's more likely to sell. So I think right now what I would probably do as like a risk to reward, I would 100% look into doing something like this. I'm going to show you right now. I put that over there. Wait, my bad. That was a mistake. How do I delete this? Remove. Okay. No. Short. I put that over there. I would personally, I wouldn't put it like really close. I would rather put it over there, and then I would expect it to drop until somewhere here. It could drop further. I haven't really had a deep analysis of it. That was just based off approaching that trend line. But yeah, from what I'm seeing, this would be a good entry. Yeah, from what I see, that would be a good entry, right? From what I see, that would 100% be a good entry. Risk to reward, and yeah. So I'll come back later and check up on this trade. But right now, I just have a good feeling about this trade. Honestly speaking, right now I have a good feeling about this trade. Is there anything else? Oh, the trend line. Yeah, let me try to connect the trend lines. Let me do this. Let me remove this. Let me remove that. And the purpose of me drawing these trend lines, it'll give you another additional place of like where to exit the chart, really. Okay, I could do that. I could do this because this is more it would follow. Yeah, I could do this, but you know what, let me not do that. Let me rather do this. Yeah, yeah, I could put that red line. Oops, my bad. My bad. I could do something like that. Yeah, I could do something like that. So what I would probably say is that, let me drop that and put it at least somewhere here. Yeah, decrease the risk, the risk. So okay, yeah, this looks better. This looks better. I would personally do this. Me personally, this is what I would do. Yeah, yeah. Because by the time it gets to this red line up here, it would have to cross out the other sell confirmations that we're seeing. And when it does that, it would just be a confirmation that it's going up, right? Yeah, yeah. So that's what I would 100% do. And yeah, yeah. I don't know, but right now, I'm really just seeing a sell. Right now, I'm 100% just seeing a sell. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, should it go up? Should it go up? You just do the same thing. Just check the number of indicators, like right, which ones have been holding, which ones have been breaking, and then based off that, make a decision. Are you gonna reject? Are you gonna reject at the trend line, or are you gonna sell at the trend line? So yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Well, what more I need to say after this, cause um. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me just check my TP. Mm, mm, I think I would 100% just keep it like that. I would 100% keep it like that. I would 100% keep it like that. 100% keep it like this. I'm gonna go to the 15-minute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't want to do too much because then it would just confuse a whole lot of things. Yeah, yeah. I'm feeling confident about this. Let's see how it plays out. I think around 4 or 5, in an hour or two, we'll have a decision if it's following or if whatever's happening. So I think by the time I stream in like the next 2 hours, because I am gonna stream in the next 2 hours, then we'll have seen significant movement, right? Then we'll have seen significant movement. So right now, let's just see how this plays out right now. Okay. Yeah, let me leave this at this. So I'm gonna continue seeing what I can do to like share my screen properly. Because right now I don't like how I have to use my PC and there's like a delay from my PC to the phone. So I'm gonna see if I can use another form of like streaming other than Streamlabs and then share my screen, my desktop screen instead of my phone screen. Yeah, man.